made 5 new cards for the San Diego Padres that I want to see in MLB The Show 22, and I'm about to share them with you guys today. Let's go. Woo. As always, I want to give a huge shout out to the Show Zone and the card builder on their website, where I build a lot of these cards. But as of today, we are going to be having some help and some custom cards made for us on this series. Shout out to my dude Z-Shine Customs. I'm going to link all his socials in the description down below. Check him out. But you're going to see a new signature series and a custom milestone series as of today. And like I said, Z-Shine is going to be helping me moving forward with this series. Without further ado, I'm going to stop rambling and let's take a look at these new Padres that we need in next year's MLB The Show game. The first new card that I want to see in MLB The Show 22 from the San Diego Padres is 90 overall All-Star Series Nate Colbert. I'm going to be fully honest with you guys. I had never heard of this man until I started doing research for this video. Come to find out, Nate Colbert is the San Diego Padres all-time franchise home run leader at 163 home runs. So they have a long history, 50 plus years, 163. That's the all-time home run leader, and it's this man right here, Nate Colbert. If you guys recall the Mark Reynolds card that I made for the Arizona Diamondbacks video, this Nate Colbert card reminds me a lot of Mark Reynolds, but he had a very good 1972 for the San Diego Padres. That year, he hit 250, 333, and 508 on the slash line. That was good for an 841 OPS. That year, he had 38 home runs, 27 doubles, and 111 RBIs. In 1972, he had career highs in runs scored, home runs, RBIs, stolen bases, walks, and OPS. He was an all-star that year, and he also finished 8th in the MVP voting. This was also the only year that he ever received any MVP votes. As I mentioned, this man is the Padres' all-time home run leader, so you know that the attributes on his card had to have some big-time power. 73 and 84 is what I gave Nate Colbert on the contact. 108 and 119 on the power with 67 vision. He definitely had some swing and miss. 84 discipline, 108 clutch, 30 bunt, and 25 drag bunt to go along with 95 durability. He was an average defender at his primary position of first base, so I gave him 71 fielding with a 78 arm, 83 accuracy, and 65 reaction. He also saw some time in left field that year. Again, very average on the speed with 52 speed, 20 stealing, and 55 base runner aggressiveness. But overall, if we were to get Nate Colbert like as a Padres collection reward, get him day 1 of MLB The Show 22, this would be an awesome early game power hitting card to have. And like I said, one of the best players in franchise history. So he is definitely deserving of a new card in MLB The Show 22. This next card is one that I think would be a lot of fun in MLB The Show. 98 overall All-Star Series, Ken Caminiti. This is a man that we have never seen in MLB The Show, so I think it would definitely be a very cool new legend. He had some very good years in the 90s, but 1996 by far was his best. That year, Big Ken had a slash line of 326, 408, and 621, which was good for a 1028 OPS. He had 40 bombs, 37 doubles, and a whopping 140 RBIs. That year in 1996, he also decided to just snatch up every award that the National League had to offer. He was an all-star, he won the NL MVP, he won the Gold Glove, he won the Silver Slugger. I mean, he literally just wiped the table with these awards in the National League that year. He set a career high that season in hits, runs, home runs, doubles, RBIs, batting average, slugging percentage, OPS, and total bases. For the attributes on his card, I gave him 95 and 115 on the contact, 106 and 119 on the power, 83 vision, 79 discipline, and 122 clutch to go with 99 durability. Although Ken Caminiti won the Gold Glove that year, he was an average defender at third base, 954 fielding percentage, which isn't the best in the world, but the fielding numbers are still not bad. 78 fielding, 85 arm, 87 accuracy, and 73 reaction to go along with 44 speed. I think you could absolutely give Ken Caminiti an MVP card, an award series card for that 1996 season, but I like this card a lot because it reminds me of an early game Chipper Jones card because he's a switch hitter as well. This would be an awesome legend to get in the game, and we need to see him in MLB 22. Card number 3 is one that we used to get in older MLB The Show games all the time, and his card was always incredible in those older games as well. 99 overall, Dave Winfield. I just want to note that Dave Winfield absolutely could have been in a Yankees uniform for this series, but in all reality, the Yankees have a ton of good options for 5 new legends. The Padres, not as much, so I decided to put Dave Winfield in a San Diego Padres uniform. I gave him a prime card, but this is another dude that could have easily had a signature series card. The years that I focus on were 1978 through 1980, all with San Diego. In 1978, he hit .308 with 24 bombs and 97 RBIs. That year, he was an all-star, and he was top 10 in the MVP voting. In 79, he also hit .308 for the second year in a row. That year, he had 34 home runs and 118 RBIs. The power really popped off in 79 for Dave Winfield. He was an all-star again, third in MVP votes this year, and he won a Gold Glove. In 1980, the batting average definitely fell off a little bit, but he still hit a respectable .276. He also had 20 home runs, 87 RBIs. He was an all-star for the third year in a row, and he won his second Gold Glove in a row. During that span between 1978 and 1980, he was top 15 in baseball in home runs, RBI, and WAR. Although his 1978 through 1980 was great, like I said, you could also make a great case for Dave Winfield getting a signature series card. He's a Hall of Famer. He's a 12-time All-Star. He won 7 Gold Gloves and 6 Silver Sluggers, and he's a World Series champion as well. You'll notice on the attributes of his card that Dave Winfield was an absolute lefty killer. 105, 102 versus righties, 118, 113 versus lefties. All of his base attributes are over 100. I think it's very deserving, even while he was in San Diego. 98 vision, 99 discipline, and 110 clutch to go with 99 durability. As I mentioned, this man also won 2 Gold Gloves out of the 3 years that I looked at for this prime card. So I gave him 96 fielding, a 99 arm, 94 accuracy, and 91 reaction to go along with 83 speed. Overall, the value in this card is insane. Like I said, lefty killer, insane defense, a great outfielder, and in past MLB The Show games, this was one of my favorite dudes to use. We need him back in MLB The Show 22. The 4th card that we are going to be looking at for the San Diego Padres is another one that we used to get in past MLB The Show games, and he was an absolute fiend. I used to love pitching with this card. 99 overall, Jake Peavy. I also got to point out, as you can see, we got a milestone series card here. The first one that y'all have seen. This is our first Z-Shine Customs design right here. Like I said, check out his stuff in the description below because you're going to be seeing a lot more of these in future videos. I decided to focus on 2007 for Jake Peavy's 99 overall card. That year, he went 19-6 with a 2.54 ERA. He led the National League in wins, ERA, and strikeouts. So that means he was the Triple Crown winner that year on the bump. Insane year on the mound for Peavy and a perfect season for a milestone card. That season, he was an all-star. He finished 7th in the MVP voting, and obviously, he was the Cy Young winner in the National League. Having a Triple Crown season in baseball is arguably one of the hardest things to do in any sport, so you know I had to absolutely juice the attributes on this card. I gave him 103 stamina, 118 hits per 9, 125 Ks per 9, 113 walks per 9, 124 home runs per 9, 114 pitching clutch, 120 control, 79 velo, and 94 break. His repertoire consists of a 4-seam that gets up to 94 miles an hour, a very good cutter, curveball, changeup, and a nasty slider. So the pitch mix is good. He's got the cutter in there. That's great. He's got 5 pitches. Jake Peavy, man. I tell you guys remember that played the old MLB The Show games. When we had 99 Jake Peavy in those games, he was an endgame starter. On the pitching side of things, this would probably be a top 5 guy that I want to see back in the game. We need Jake Peavy back. Those of you guys that played the old games, like I said, y'all remember how dominant he was. We need him for MLB The Show 22. Our 5th and final card that I want to see in MLB The Show 22 from the San Diego Padres is another Z-Shine Customs design That is 99 overall Signature Series Adrian Gonzalez. Agon is another card that we used to get in a bunch of old MLB The Show games, and we gotta get this man back. His swing was so nice, and he's one of the best players in Padres history. Top 5 for sure. As far as Padres franchise rankings go, he's 3rd all-time in WAR, 3rd in OPS, 5th in runs scored, 7th in hits, 2nd behind Nate Colbert in home runs, and 4th in total bases. Between 2008 and 2010, all with the San Diego Padres, Adrian Gonzalez was 6th in Major League Baseball in home runs, 8th in RBIs, and 1st in games played. Over the span of his career, he was a 5-time All-Star. He won 4 Gold Gloves and 2 Silver Sluggers. So a Signature Series card more than makes sense for Agon. This man absolutely shredded right-handed pitching. I gave him 117, 113 versus righties, 102.96 versus lefties. He definitely struggled a little bit more versus lefties, but was still very good. 94 on the vision, 98 discipline, and 120 clutch to go with 99 durability. As I said, 4-time Gold Glove winner, so he is going to play stellar defense at first base. 93 fielding, 72 arm, 95 accuracy, and 99 reaction. Adrian Gonzalez was always a guy in MLB The Show that I thought played above his attributes. He had great attributes, but I still thought he was better because he had such a good swing. I felt like I could always hit a ball hard with him, and we gotta get him back in the game. There would be no better way to bring him back in MLB The Show 22 than with a stacked Signature Series card. Those are my 5 new San Diego Padres cards that I want to see in MLB The Show 22. If I missed anybody, make sure y'all let me know in the comment section down below. And again, shout out ShowZone and shout out Z-Shine Customs for the amazing work on the cards. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure y'all hit it with a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe to the channel if you guys have not yet. And I will see you guys for the next video.